Hey everyone, Kelly Dean Allen here. Now then, once upon a time, say back in 1988 or thereabouts, there was a band who sounded a heck of a lot like another very famous and much loved band, and took no small amount of critical heat for it from both fans of the original band and from the rock press, much like Greta Van Fleet does today. And that band was Germany's Kingdom Come, and the band they sounded a lot like, and when I say a lot, I mean like a lot, more than even Greta Van Fleet, was of course Led Zeppelin. I, for one, didn't care. I liked what these guys were pumping out at the time, probably because it sounded so much like Led Zeppelin. And make no mistake, they did it very, very well, but especially on that killer self-titled debut album of theirs, from which this fantastic track stems. A track that obviously sounds very much like Zeppelin's The Ocean blended with touches of Kashmir, but heavier, of course. But, you know, hey, it's not like Zeppelin never lifted an idea or a riff or a song here and there throughout their career. They were the grand masters of that shit. Anyway, great song and a really, really good opening riff. Let's learn how to play it, yeah? Right then, Get It On, Kingdom Come from 1988. We are in standard tuning for this tutorial, and say what you like about these guys sounding a lot like Led Zeppelin. This one has just an absolutely smoking opening riff. Really like this one a lot. Maybe a little bit reminiscent of The Ocean, but starts with an open A string, and then we're going to go 4 to 7 of the A, down to the 5 of the D string, back to the 7 of the A, and then roll down to the 7 of the D. Kind of like that, right? Going to go roll back up to the 7 of the A, down to the 5 of the D. Now we're going to back it off to 4, and then we're going to drop onto the 5 twice. And then the second time you're going to slide it into 7. So you're going back and forth from 4 to 5, 4 to 5, right? So that's the first half of the riff. Right? Second half of the riff. So we're going to go 3, 4 of the A string down to the 2 twice. Then you're going to go 4 off to 2 of the D. Drop back onto the 4, do a quick little hammer onto the 5, back off to the 4. Off to the 2, and then grab the 3rd fret of the low E. Right? And that's the second half of the riff. Putting it all together. Bit of a quick little shift here from that 7 of the D back into the second half of the riff, right? You're going to repeat that 4 times at the beginning of this track before we drop into the first verse. Now the first verse has Kashmir written all over it, and it goes something like this. Right, and you're going to repeat that 6 times. 6 times. So we're starting with an A power chord here. We're going to hit that 3 times, bouncing off the open A once or twice. Well, twice. Little double hits of the open A, right? Palm muted. And then you're going to drop onto this little double stop here while you're still holding your index on the 2. You're going to drop onto the 3 of the D string. Right? And strike that 3 times. And then you're going to move up to the 4 of the D while still holding your index on the 2. Strike that 3 times. Right? Always bouncing back to that palm muted open A. And then we're going to move up to this little double stop here on the 5 of the D, 4 of the G string. Strike that twice. And then you're going to hit it again, move it up 1 spot, and move it up another spot, right? and then slide out of it. And you're going to repeat that 6 times, like I said. Now, the 6th time that you repeat it, we drop back into the main riff again. And so when we're doing these little slides, right, you're only going to do the first 2 before dropping into the main riff. Right? Kind of like this. And that is it. That's how you play pretty much the whole track, as I don't think there's a bridge in this one. There is a solo, but we're not getting into the solo in this video. And that's pretty much all the rhythm parts to this one. Certainly hope you enjoyed the video, found it helpful, and if you did, please hit that like button. Maybe drop me a subscribe if you haven't done that already, as that would be very kind. Hope you're well out there in your little guitar corner of the world, and we will see you next time. Cheers.